A good compliment is like a key. It unlocks something inside her that no surface-level conversation ever could. But here's the twist. Most men are using the wrong key. They either try too hard and end up sounding rehearsed, or they don't try at all and wonder why they never stand out. Let's be honest, there's a huge difference between "you're hot" and "there's something about your smile that makes me feel at peace." One feels cheap, the other feels unforgettable. The truth is, women remember how you made them feel, not just what you said. That's why in this video, I'm not just giving you a list of compliments. I'm handing you emotional cues, small, powerful phrases that make her feel seen and make her want to see more of you. Whether you're meeting her for the first time or you've already got something going, these lines work because they're not about flattery, they're about connection. And no, this isn't about pretending to be someone you're not. It's about learning how to express what you already notice in a way that feels authentic and magnetic. Even better, compliment number 11 is the most underrated of all. Almost no man uses it, but when done right, it hits her in a place that words rarely touch. Sound good? Then let's start with compliment number 1, the one that quietly builds desire without her even realizing it. Number 1, you look great in that. This might seem basic at first, but it's anything but. When you say, "You look great in that," and follow it with something specific like that red dress, that color, or even that messy bun, you're telling her one powerful thing: I notice the details. You're not just giving a generic compliment that any guy could throw out. You're showing her that you're paying attention, not just to her body, but to her choices, her style, her vibe. And that makes her feel seen in a way that sticks. Here's the best part. Once you do this, that outfit or that moment becomes linked to you in her mind. She'll remember you when she wears it again. She might even wear it because of what you said, just to relive how you made her feel. Now don't overdo it. Don't say it every time she walks in the room. The key here is timing. Drop it when she least expects it, casually with calm confidence. For example, "That color on you? It's dangerous," said with a small smile, can carry way more weight than a flood of compliments. In a world full of empty flattery, being specific is rare, and rare is attractive. So the next time you see her, don't just tell her she looks good. Tell her why, and watch what happens. Number 2, I always feel amazing when I'm around you. This compliment hits different because it's not about her appearance. It's about the experience of being with her. You're not just saying she looks good, you're saying she makes you feel good. And that's a powerful shift. Women are used to being complimented on their looks. But when you say, "I always feel amazing when I'm around you," you're telling her that her presence, her energy, her essence affects you. It makes her feel important, valued, unforgettable. And here's the truth. When a woman starts to associate you with good feelings, she wants more of you. Not because you're trying to impress her, but because she feels better when you're around. That's how emotional attraction is built, quietly, naturally, and deeply. The best part, this compliment works at any stage. You can use it on a first date after a great conversation, or when you've been seeing each other for a while and want to deepen the connection. Just say it when the moment feels right. Look her in the eyes and mean it. It's subtle, it's sincere, and it's one of the most magnetic things you can say to a woman. Because in the end, it's not just about how she looks in your world, it's about how she makes your world feel. Number 3, you're good at. When you tell a woman she's good at something, something specific, something real, you're doing more than just complimenting her. You're validating her efforts, her competence, her identity. Maybe she's an amazing cook. Maybe she's always the one who organizes events and makes them flow smoothly. Maybe she has a way with words, or she's great at calming people down when things get tense. Whatever it is, when you notice it, and say it out loud, it hits her somewhere much deeper than "you're beautiful" ever could. Why? Because we all want to feel like we're good at something. We want to feel seen for more than just our appearance. When you compliment her abilities, you're acknowledging her value in a world that often reduces women to looks alone. And trust me, that's rare. You don't need to make it a big moment. Just slip it in casually. "You're really good at making people feel welcome." Or, "You're insanely creative. How do you come up with this stuff?" What matters is that it feels genuine. This kind of compliment stays with her. It creates a bond built on respect, not just attraction. And when a woman feels both respected and desired by the same man, that's when she starts imagining him in her future. Number 4, your eyes are beautiful. Yes, it's a classic. And no, you shouldn't skip it. Complimenting her eyes might feel overused, but only if you say it like every other guy. The truth is, there's a reason it's timeless, because when it's said with intention, it disarms her and connects. The eyes are where emotions live. They reveal things words often hide. When you say, "Your eyes are beautiful," you're not just complimenting color or shape, you're recognizing emotion, depth, mystery, soul. Want to take it further? Add a layer of feeling. "Your eyes calm me," or "There's something in your eyes that just makes me feel at peace." Now you're not just admiring beauty, you're connecting her presence to how she makes you feel, and that's what sticks. But timing matters. Don't say it the second you meet her. Let it come up naturally, maybe in a quiet moment, during a shared laugh, or when eye contact lingers just a second longer than usual. That's when it lands. And remember, don't stare too hard. Don't try to be poetic. Just be real. Look her in the eyes, and say it like you mean it. Because if her eyes are beautiful, chances are she's hoping someone out there notices. Be the one who does. Number 5. I love how confident you are. Confidence in a woman is magnetic. It's not just about how she walks or talks. It's in how she carries herself, how she handles situations, how she speaks her mind without apologizing. And when you recognize that, when you tell her, "I love how confident you are," something powerful happens. She feels respected. Because most men don't say this. They either get intimidated by confident women, or they ignore that part of her entirely. But when you highlight it, you're showing that you're not only secure in yourself, you're also secure enough to admire strength in others. This compliment is especially powerful because it tells her, "I see your light, and it doesn't threaten me. I admire it." And in a world where many women feel the pressure to dim themselves down, that kind of support feels rare and real. You can even tailor it. "I love how confident you are when you talk about your work." Or, "I love how you walk into a room like you belong there." Small details, big impact. So when you see her owning her space, speaking her truth, or just radiating assurance, don't keep it to yourself. Let her know. Because confident women don't need approval, but they never forget when a man genuinely admires their power, without trying to control it. Number 6. Your smile makes me happy. This one, it's soft. But don't let that fool you. It's also one of the most emotionally disarming compliments you can give. Because it doesn't just tell her she's attractive, it tells her she impacts you. When you say, "Your smile makes me happy," you're not just talking about a physical feature, you're expressing an internal reaction. You're saying, "When you light up, so do I." And that creates a powerful emotional link. It's different from just saying, "You have a nice smile." That's surface level, generic. But when you connect it to how it makes you feel, you make the moment personal. You give the compliment meaning. And that's what makes her remember it. Picture this. She's laughing at something you said. She turns to you mid-smile. You lean in just a bit and say it quietly. "God, your smile makes me happy." Pause. Eye contact. That's all it takes. You've just turned a casual moment into something intimate and effortless. It works especially well when things are going well, during light conversations, shared jokes, or even peaceful silences. It's not aggressive. It's not too much. It's just honest. And sometimes honesty like that, it makes her heart skip a beat, without you trying at all. Number 7. You look good in everything now. This is the kind of compliment that makes her feel like a goddess. Why? Because it tells her she doesn't have to try too hard. She doesn't need the perfect dress, the flawless makeup, the carefully styled hair. To you, she just is beautiful. Always. "You look good in everything" is more than a comment on her wardrobe. It's a statement about how you see her. You're saying that her beauty isn't conditional, it's consistent. Whether she's dressed up for dinner or lounging in sweatpants, she has your full attention. And here's where it gets deeper. When you say this, you're not just complimenting her appearance. You're giving her the kind of reassurance that builds emotional safety. You're telling her she doesn't have to perform for your affection. She just has to be herself. But say it with presence. Don't throw it out casually. Look at her, smile a little, and let it land. "You look good in everything." Then just pause. Let her feel it. Because when a woman feels beautiful in your eyes, even on her off days, she starts to relax around you. She starts to trust you. And that trust? That's the beginning of something real. Number 8. I love every inch of you. This isn't a line you throw around casually. It's not for first dates. It's not for texts at midnight. This one is sacred, and it should only be said when you truly mean it, and when you've earned the right to say it. "I love every inch of you" is a compliment rooted in emotional intimacy. It tells her that you don't just desire parts of her, you accept all of her. The soft parts, the strong parts, the messy, the vulnerable. Everything. And that kind of acceptance? That's rare. That's healing. We all have insecurities. Things we hope others won't notice. And women, no matter how beautiful they are, often carry quiet fears that they're not enough, physically or emotionally. When you say, "I love every inch of you," you're telling her you're more than enough. I see it. I feel it. I embrace it. But timing is everything. This is a line for private moments. When you're holding her close. When the room is quiet. When you've already built trust and presence. That's when this line becomes unforgettable. And when she hears it, when she believes it, it doesn't just make her feel attractive, it makes her feel safe. And when a woman feels safe in your love, she lets you into places no one else has ever reached. Number 9. Your hair is so beautiful. It might seem small, but it's not. Complimenting a woman's hair can be surprisingly powerful, because it's something she often puts time, thought, and care into. And yet, it's also something that many men overlook or take for granted. Her hair isn't just hair. It's part of her identity. It changes with her mood, her confidence, her growth. Whether she wears it long or short, straight or wild, done up or left natural, it tells a story. And when you notice it, when you say, "Your hair is so beautiful," you're saying you notice her story too. But here's what makes this compliment stand out. You go beyond just saying beautiful. You get specific. "I love how your hair catches the light," or "the way you wore it today, it's perfect." Even just gently running your hand through it and whispering, "God, your hair," in a moment of closeness, these things create a sensory imprint. It's soft, it's intimate, and because not many men focus on it, it feels incredibly personal. So don't wait for her to do something dramatic with it. Notice it when she least expects it. Compliment it when she's not fishing for praise. That's when it feels the most real. And real, my friend, is what she remembers. Number 10. You're so smart. In a world that often praises women for how they look, this compliment cuts through the noise. When you say, "You're so smart," you're speaking to something deeper, something that goes beyond appearances, beyond charm, beyond the surface. And the truth is, it surprises her. Not because she doesn't know she's intelligent, but because she's not used to men noticing it. She's used to being admired, maybe even desired, but rarely respected for her mind. When you recognize her intellect, her insights, her ideas, her problem-solving, her curiosity, you're showing that you value her as a whole person. Not just someone to look at, but someone to listen to, learn from, trust. And that's incredibly attractive. You don't need to be dramatic, just sincere. Say it after she shares a sharp perspective, or when she explains something with passion. "You're so smart," with eye contact and a pause, can mean more than a dozen "you're beautifuls." Because beauty might turn heads, but intelligence? That holds attention. It invites conversation. It builds connection. And when a woman feels that her thoughts, not just her looks, matter to you, you become someone she sees not just as a man, but as an equal. And for many women, that's the man worth falling for. Number 11. I appreciate the good choices you make. This is the compliment almost no one gives, but every woman secretly craves. It's not flashy. It's not flirtatious. It's something deeper. It says, "I see who you are when no one's watching, and I respect it." We live in a world where drama, toxicity, and manipulation get way too much attention. So when a woman chooses kindness over pettiness, honesty over games, patience over outbursts, she's making decisions that reveal her character. And when you acknowledge that, you're standing out in a way that no smooth talk ever could. You might say, "I really admire how calm you stayed during that situation," or "I noticed how you avoided gossip, most people wouldn't." These moments might seem small to others, but when you point them out, they become big to her, because now she knows you're paying attention to who she really is. And here's the magic. When you validate her values, you give her permission to lean even more into her best self. You become a mirror reflecting back her strength, her growth, her goodness, and that creates a level of intimacy that beauty alone can't reach. So don't just praise how she looks, praise how she chooses. Because when you appreciate the woman behind the smile, the decisions she makes, the values she lives by, you're telling her, "I don't just want you, I understand you." And that's what lasts. Most men think compliments are just words, a way to be nice, to flirt, to break the ice. But if you've been paying attention, you now know the truth. The right compliment is never just a sentence. It's a signal. It's a reflection. It's an emotional message wrapped in honesty. These 11 compliments aren't about manipulation or charm. They're about connection. They show her you're not like the others, because you see what others miss. Her choices, her confidence, her energy, her mind, her presence. These are the things women long to be recognized for, but rarely are. So use them. Not all at once. Not like a checklist. Use them when they feel real, when they come from a place of attention, curiosity, and care. That's when they land. That's when they last. And now it's your turn. Try just one of these in the next few days and see how she responds. You might be surprised how much a few well-spoken words can open the door to something real. By the way, if you want a part 2 of this video with more cheesy or romantic compliments, drop the word cheesy in the comments so I know you're in. And if this video helped you in any way, hit the like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs it. Remember, every woman wants to feel beautiful, but what truly moves her is being understood. Sound fair enough?